Hello, my name is Andy Burt with Investment News, and we are here at Schwab Impact 2025. And I have the privilege of talking to Shawnette Gauer today. And welcome to the chair. And I'm eager to just talk to you about some of the things that you've been working on, but also your time with the company and what you have been doing at this event and how you think about it. So welcome and thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me. Excited to be here. It's a great energy at the conference.
Absolutely, and I think that's one of the constant themes is the energy at this event is amazing. Everybody says that. So I'm curious, when you come to this event, what are your expectations and how do you kind of set your own goals for what you want to get out of it?
Yeah, that's a great question. And I think for me, it actually has changed over the years. I've been at Schwab 15 years. I've supported, led numerous teams over those years of relationship managers that support advisors. And so a lot of times when we're here, it's spending time with our advisors, getting to know them, getting to know what their needs are, what's important to them, and then looking across, as you can see, the landscape of everything here, not only in the Schwab Center, but just in the entire RIA ecosystem, and making sure that we're helping connect advisors and support them with the resources and tools, thought partnership that are really helpful to them as they want to think about their business growth and how they're going to succeed and move forward and ultimately deliver more for their clients.
One of the things that they talked about in the keynotes is how this event has evolved over the course of the past few decades. Curious to know from your perspective, what are some of the things that you've seen change and evolve into, and where does it go next?
This is fun. So when John made that comment from stage the other day, I reflected back because I've been in the industry 35 years. I've been with Schwab 15, but I had my own RIA back in the 90s. And I remember being at Impact when it was at that JW Marriott ballroom and it was just starting out and it was a much smaller, it was. So it's really fun for me to reflect back on the growth of this industry, the growth of this conference. And for me, when I think about that evolution and the nearly 4 decades that Schwab has been doing this, the way that we have really delivered thought partnership in the industry. I think even back then, Schwab did a great job of identifying the industry trends that advisors needed to think about. Because I remember leaving Impact saying, oh, wow, I learned this new nugget of information and I hadn't thought about that before. I hadn't considered that positioning for my business. And so I would always leave with, a handful of great ideas, new insights. And I think Schwab does that even better today, right? So now we've taken this, 3+ decades of experience, and it culminates here in all the ecosystem that you see.
Wonderful, and that gives us an excellent roadmap because you have the point of view, you have this perspective where you had your own RIA, and then you joined Schwab, and now you're actively supporting people who want to go through that same kind of experience. Yeah. Could you just reflect on that a little bit?
Yeah, it's really fun. It does help me understand where advisors are, the challenges that they deal with, and just how they think about running their business. So when I think about that, and I think about all of that evolution in my own career, even one of the things I've realized I love about this business is, again, having my RIA and really building that from point A to point B. I sold my firm to be home with my kids when they were little. And so I was home for a few years. When I came back into the industry, I worked with a firm that was 2 partners that were coming together and really helped them kind of build out all the components of their business, their plan, their client experience, their operations. And then from there, I went to a family office and it was an amazing family and I built out the investment division. So I started on a Monday. Their deal had closed on a Friday. They sold to a private equity firm. And on Monday, they were like, okay, here, build us the investment division of the family office. And so I realized the point that I really love, or the piece that I really love in this industry, is the build. Helping firms go from point A to point B. And that's what I've been able to do the 15 years I've been at Schwab with leading different teams. And now with the opportunity to lead Advisor Pro Direct, for me, it's the pinnacle of everything that I love, because Advisor Pro Direct is our first membership-based program that takes the best of Schwab, all the components, the thought partnership, the proven strategies that we've developed over these 3 decades and really put it together in a programmatic way to help advisors grow, compete, and succeed. So it's really fun.
Excellent. And I think we at Investment News would look forward to talking to you next year at next year's Impact to see how things are going.
Yes, I would love that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Shawnette, thank you so much for joining us. My name is Andy Burt. This is Investment News TV.